In this video, let me give a presentation on switch capacitor, the last topic under Unit 5. Basic concept of switch capacitor. So what is meant by a switch capacitor? It is an electronic circuit element to implement a filter for integrated circuit diagram. So how does it work? Generally, it consists of a combination of capacitor and the switches. And the switches can be used for opening and closing. When the switches are open and closed, charges will be moved into the capacitor and out of the capacitor. We have to remember one thing here. All the switches used here will not be closed simultaneously. So non-overlapping signal will be used to control the switches so that they are not closed simultaneously. And the filter implemented using switch capacitor is called switch capacitor filter. Basically, take a combination of capacitor and the switches and operate the switches for opening and the closing. When you are operating the switches for opening and closing, charges can be moved into and out of the capacitor. In such a case, it is called switch capacitor. When they are used for implementing a filter, they are called switch capacitor filter. What is the use of this switch capacitor filter? They can be more suitable for integrated circuit diagram where we are unable to integrate specified resistors in the capacitors for construction. So in this case, the switch capacitor elements or filter can replace the resistor and the capacitor for manufacturing of integrated circuit diagram. So some of the applications included here are MOS technology, MOSFET switches, complementary metal oxide semiconductor process, mixers, D2A converter, analog to digital converter, pulse code modulation codec filter, and PCM digital telephony. These are the various applications of switch capacitor. The first application of switch capacitor is shown here, switch capacitor resistor. So we should figure 5.13 shows the switch capacitor resistor. Switch capacitor can be used as a resistor here. Two switches are used, S1 and S2. Input voltage is given, output voltage is taken here. A capacitor CS in combination with the switches S1 and S2 act as a switch capacitor resistor. This total circuit diagram acts as a resistor, that is why it is called switch capacitor resistor. It is made up of one capacitor C. Two switches S1 and S2 are used at a particular frequency. So for example, consider the first case, S1 is closed, S2 is open. At that time, input voltage is applied. That input voltage charges the capacitor CS, which is given by Q input equal to CS into V input. Basically, the expression for charging a capacitor C is given by Q equal to C into V. Q is nothing but charge, C capacitor value, V is the applied voltage. Now, when S1 is closed, S2 is open, the charge stored in the capacitor CS is given by Q input equal to CS into V input. Now in the other way, when S1 is open, S2 is closed, some of the charge stored will move out to the output side. A part of the charge will be stored in the capacitor itself. Now the balance charge stored in the capacitor when S2 is closed and S1 is open is given by Q output equal to CS into V output. Now the charge moved out of the capacitor to the output is given by Q equal to total charge applied. The balance charge minus, if we minus it, you will get CS into V input minus V output. So Q is the charge moved out of the capacitor to the output terminal, or in other words, we can say from the input voltage, a part of the output voltage is available here, which is came from the charge stored in the capacitor, especially transferred from the capacitor to the output terminal when S1 is open and S2 is closed. Now the rate of transfer of charge per unit time is given by I equal to Q into F. When I multiply the charge and the frequency, I will get the rate of transfer of charge, which is given by current I. Substituting the value of Q in I, we get I equal to Cs into V input minus V output into F. In this place, we are substituting the voltage V equal to V input minus V output. Finally, the R value equal to V by I equal to 1 by CSF. So, using this circuit arrangement, we are able to implement a resistor in a virtual format. That is why it is called switch capacitor resistor. What is the application of SC resistor? Replacement for simple resistors in integrated circuit diagram. It has got one more benefit. We can change the switching frequency at any time. The second application of switch capacitor is nothing but parasitic sensitive integrator. Why it is called parasitic integrator means this integrator depends upon the switch capacitor arrangement for implementing the resistor. You know, the circuit diagram of an integrator consists of two components. One is capacitor, another one is resistor. We take the output voltage across the capacitor in case of an integrator, as well as for a low pass filter. This circuit arrangement substitute a resistor here so that this will become an integrator. We are unable to put the resistor directly here. So in the place of resistor, we are substituting a switch capacitor. That is why it is called parasitic sensitive integrator. Input voltage is Vs of t, output voltage is Vfb of t. CFB is the feedback capacitor. So input resistor is replaced by a switch capacitor arrangement, clock 1, clock 2 and capacitor Cs. We know the general expression charge equal to capacitance into voltage. Now switch S1 is open, switch S2 is closed, then only a part of the input voltage available across Cs will be applied to the inverting terminal, and this capacitor also will be charged. So the capacitor charge across CFB is given by QFB of t equal to QS t minus t plus QFB t minus t. Now dividing this equation by capacitor CFB, will get VFB of t equal to QS t minus t by CFB, and here it will become VFB into t minus t. There is a time interval. Actually, t is the time interval of the input signal, but the time interval along the output signal is given by t minus t. Now substituting the value of Qs of t from this equation 1, will get Vfb of t equal to Cs by Cfb, Vs of t minus t plus Vfb of t minus t. And the total equation is in the form of an integrator. V output of t equal to minus Vfb of t. So minus 1 by j Cs into Cfb. That means we are coming across two capacitor here, capacitor Cs and capacitor Cfb, and this one indicates nothing but a resistor integrating of the input voltage. So this circuit arrangement acts as an integrator. Especially, it employs a switch capacitor resistor to make it as a parasitic sensitive integrator. The third application is multiplying digital to analog converter, which is abbreviated as MDAC. In certain cases, it is impossible to integrate actual passive component into the integrated circuit diagram. In that case, multiplying DAC can be used. This multiplying DAC diagram is shown here. We are using a digital to analog converter in inverting configuration. Positive terminal is grounded. Input is given through a switching arrangement, switch capacitor arrangement to the negative terminal or inverting terminal. Output voltage is available here. Input voltage is nothing but a combination of zeros and one. Digital input signal will be given. And we are using a reference voltage here. That reference voltage is nothing but VR 0 and minus VR. We keep on changing the reference voltage. A constant input voltage is given here. Based upon that, a current output will be produced in here. That is why it is called multiplying DAC. This multiplying DAC is a low noise precision DAC, uses a varying reference voltage. We are not using a fixed reference voltage here. We are using a variable reference voltage like VR 0 and minus VR. This MDAC uses a reference voltage which is higher than the voltage supplied to the MDAC. That means the voltage, supply voltage applied to an op-amp is plus 15 and minus 15. We are applying a VR and minus VR greater than the supply voltage given to the op-amp. Applications of MDAC. They are especially used in test and measurement equipment and other applications that require lower noise. It is also a common component in modern pipeline analog to digital converter as well as in the field of precision analog electronics. Precision means to provide accurate value. So pipeline ADC means a number of A to D converter will be connected in a cascaded manner. In that case, multiplying DAC can be used. You know very well, a DAC is nothing but a part of the ADC, especially in successive approximation method to convert the signal into digital signal from analog to digital signal. So these are the various applications of MDAC. So in this lecture, you studied about the switch capacitor basic concept, how to use switch capacitor as a resistor. Second one, how to employ the switch capacitor in the place of a resistor to operate an op-amp as an integrator. Third one, multiplying DAC. So these are the three applications of switch capacitor.